Peter and Alvin got the news that's live. Talking Cody and Flex and deals to crave. Cutting cords, they'll help you save. Streaming matters, don't you know? Break the chains, let the savings flow. Tech updates to keep you smooth. Protect your neck from dangerous moves. Cody's tweaks and Plex's tricks. Every hack to get your fix. Tech insights they'll clearly show, so your streams can smoothly flow. Streaming matters, don't you know? Break the chains, let the savings flow. Tech updates to keep you smooth. Protect your neck from dangerous moves. Every Friday to ride in, and we'll tell you where to begin. Hosting a show that's smooth and slick. Streaming Matters is your weekly fix. Streaming Matters, don't you know? Break the chains, let the savings flow. Tech updates to keep you smooth. Protect your neck from dangerous moves.
Hey.
And we're live. What's up, everybody?
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Look at the happy faces. Everyone's so much happier this week than they were last week. So much less stressed out, less panic in the air. We don't have 150 people waiting in the wings for the show to go live. So yeah, things are, I don't want to say better, a little more stable this week. We've kind of gotten through the week, so we're not as freaked out. I shouldn't say we. A lot of people are not as freaked out. So, hey, how's everybody on the panel doing? Thank you guys for joining on the panel.
Good.
Good. Trying to recover after our 10,000 view episode. You know.
Yeah. Let's. Last week, this has been a crazy week. Yeah, that was over 10,000 views of that last show, which breaks the records of any of our shows on here. Fingers crossed it stays up.
Over 10.
Last show on Tuesday or the last show on Friday, because all this Tuesday shit's got my schedule all screwed up.
Oh yeah.
We did the Tuesday show. So Wednesday I felt like it should be Saturday. So yesterday I watched football all day, which made it feel like it should be Sunday, and today should be Monday. But yet again doing a show. So my schedule is totally.
Isn't there a game tonight too?
Yes, at 3 o'clock it started. It started.
Oh, that one started at 3.
Oh yeah, it's third quarter.
Hey, you guys in the States, did you have at least 2 pounds of turkey?
Of course.
I did. Yeah.
What did you do with the rest of it?
I'm sorry, what?
What did you do with the rest of it?
Well, I'm going to make some turkey sandwiches. I'm going to make some hot roast beef or hot open-faced turkey sandwiches with mashed potatoes and gravy over. Oh, so
okay. I'll be over.
you can come, Ed.
Yeah, as long as you bring one of those turkeys out, those wild turkeys around in front of your house.
Oh yeah.
I tell you what, Eddie, those are yummy. Those are dinner on the legs. You just need to go get one of them.
The best thing about today's show, since it's technically a holiday, Auburn and I are getting double time and a half pay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's
It's
not
a
get
holiday.
We'll talk about that. We'll put that up when you guys take it to the union.
Take it to the union. Oh
Take
my
it to
God.
the union.
You go on strike.
Hey, welcome to our show. This is Streaming Matters. So if you've not watched us before, this is where you're going to get some information, tech tips, streaming tips. We'll talk about a lot of the subjects that you're not going to hear about, talked about on a lot of other channels, due to a lot of other channels worrying about the subject getting them. They're living off of YouTube. I don't live off of YouTube, but this is just a hobby that we do. And my goal ever since I started my YouTube channel 8-9 years ago, whenever it was, is to inform people, to get information that I found or came across that I thought, hey, I need to share this information so maybe somebody else learns, and then they share it with somebody. Because that's what this is all about, is gathering information and then sharing it with other people. So, things you learn here, I would hope that you take that information and you share it with other people, or on Reddit or on Facebook, to clear up misinformation, because a lot of times I see a lot of misinformation on that. So it is great to have everybody here. So we cover a lot of topics here. So I know some of my friends said they tuned in on Tuesday and said that it was talk they didn't have any idea what we were talking about. That's my friends. They were like, I have no idea what you were talking about. I turned it off. I will say, I think Tuesday's show was a brilliant show.
Yes.
Probably one of the best shows for understanding the situation we're in right now, and how things work behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, how the whole infrastructure, to understand it. Because not that you're going to do anything to fix it or anything like that, but it's better information you have. If you are better informed, then your expectations are more realistic. And sometimes I think in this whole situation, as well as others, people's expectations aren't not realistic.
It's not just magic. It's not just magic.
No, it's not. It's not perfect. It's not perfect all the time. If you want perfect, you need to go somewhere else, and you go ahead and sign up to Cox Cable or Xfinity, because and they're not perfect, but you're better. You're closer to that perfect uptime all the time. So on this show, we're going to talk about a lot of topics. So if you've not watched Tuesday's show, and you want to understand stuff, it's long. It's 2.5 hours. But there is a lot of information we talked about on that show. Yeah. And so I'm going to do our best to cover some stuff here, and we will try to we'll tap on a little bit of what we talked about Tuesday on this show. The second half of our show, which I'll say it won't be the second half. We'll probably do a show and a half of this topic, and then we'll cover the last quarter will be when we cover the movie of the week, which was the 4:30 movie. So that is our Player Pass movie, was voted on last week, or I should say voted. It was spun the wheel, and we have to do it. So our show is cut up in 2 parts. So
vote.
Yeah, bud. Yeah.
Don't forget to vote.
Yeah, vote in our Telegram group. Any links that you guys want, any topics we talk about. So if you're new to this channel, any topics that we talk about, there are links down below. So don't always believe that when I paraphrase topics on the show, or the guys on the panel paraphrase or talk about a subject, we give you the links down below for you to go and get a little bit more information on your own. And I highly suggest you to do that. I am all about people getting your own information. So those links are down below. There's also links to our Oculus group. So if you have an Oculus, as well as my Odysee group, or my Odysee channels, I would suggest people to join my Odysee group, because at any point this channel could be shut down. That could happen. And I mean, that is a real thing that could happen because of some of the topics we talk about. YouTube has their rules. So join that Odysee group or Odysee channels where I'm able to talk about stuff. And a lot of the same videos I have here, I just post them over there. and other stuff that is posted there that I'm not worried about getting in trouble with that I can't talk about on YouTube. So let me just go ahead and set that up first. Hey, thanks to everyone joining in. I see lots of our regular people. Big cord cutter for about 10 years. Yeah. It's been a long time. What's up, Mike? Bless your heart, you being a New York fan. You know, with you don't have a team. Who do you vote? Who do you get? Well, that's not. I'm gonna get. We start going down the New York thing. Auburn's blood pressure goes up. His blood pressure gets up. His blood pressure gets up, and then next thing you know, he starts cussing at me. So before we go, we'll talk about my favorite topic, the OK app. We'll talk about that and some of the things that are going on with them since last week's show. So last week's show, we talked about with a lot of people freaking out and RD changing their rules, and they posted it on X and said, hey, our new policies are boom, 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 basically trying to put a separation between those third-party apps and themselves to keep themselves out of getting in trouble. A lot of people jumped over to Aldebread. Everybody raced over. Well, I won't say everybody. A lot of people raced over there and found that Aldebread did not like that increase of traffic like that was. And we said it on the show that people shouldn't race over to Aldebread because they're based in France. And where's Real Debrid based out of?
France.
Yeah. So it didn't make any sense. And we talked about that last Friday. Don't race over there. That's a possible issue. And of course, Aldebrid they did implement some, I think they pulled their API the same way that RD did. So it made that endpoint verification very difficult, or stop that endpoint to be able to know what's cached, what's not cached. So Aldebrid was not the answer. So we talked on that show about some different services that you can try. There is no silver bullet in this. There's no magic potion to say, hey, sign up for this and all your problems are gone. Well, I don't know. I can't say that, can we? Can I, Roger? Roger and all
right.
can say,
I don't have any issues getting anything.
I can say drink up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think I said it on Tuesday. The thing I enjoyed the most out of this, you know, Thursday or Friday morning, the world is over. Cody's dead. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I need to sign up for Aldebrid. Less than 24 hours, 2 add-ons had figured a workaround, and it was back up and working.
Yeah.
Ish. You know, was it like it was before? No, but it was still working full length. So I mean,
well enough.
Oh my God. You know, everybody was running around with like a chicken with the head cut off.
Yeah.
14 hours. I can't watch it. Oh my God, I can't watch it. You know, boom. Then it started working. So it's just the nature of the beast. That's just the way. If you're going to do this, you got to expect it and have a backup. Like we always say, have a backup.
I still say it got too easy to do.
100%.
People didn't have to know what they were doing, and that's always an issue. That's going to be problems.
Well, you get number one, exposure in one. Number two, the other problem is people's expectation. As I said at the beginning, their expectations are not realistic for what they're doing, and you know, they're like, well, I paid my $17 for the 6 months. Everything should be working,
right?
You know, so again, you're bringing in people that are ignorant of what's going on in understanding the whole ecosystem.
I had a dude that couldn't figure out how to get his Google account set up on a set-top box, and he called fucking Google. I go, what do you mean you called Google? So yeah, needless to say, he didn't become a customer because that was going to be problems.
Yeah, you got to have. So again, and on this show, we try to talk about informing people. We give sometimes we talk at a tech talk level of that's a little bit high for your average brand new person. But again, nobody's talking to the there's so many people talking that will simply say, hey, we got this jailbroke this thing. This is awesome. This is better than that. You know, and it's like, come on, everybody's talking to this person that just wants to cut the cord, thinking they're watching everything in the world. And yes, the ability's there, but not always simple.
Right.
So one of the other here's another realistic thing is we talked about this on Tuesday. We had people that had requested money back from RD, in which is, I don't know, the value of RD for the cost was it's awesome for what you got or what you get, the quality and quantity. And then when people are like, well, I want my money back, I had paid for it 3 days or whatever. And then RD blocked them because what happened is those people, as Roger says, or our Beach said, that 2 days later, everything's kind of working. And then they're like, well, I want my RD account back now because everything's working again. Well, then RD said, no, I don't think so. So that happened in amongst which I'm not laughing at people. But the thing is that if you're going to be, when we're in this hobby, I don't want to trying to think of the analogy. I'm trying not to use the corner drug dealer analogy.
Follow what the elders do.
Yeah.
Just follow what the elders do. You know, we don't see us saying, oh, well, I want my money back. You know, listen, for the service that you're getting, you know, you use it one weekend of pay-per-views.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes up for it.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
So,
they should have been charging you 5 times what you're getting charged anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I renewed mine on the 12th of November for 6 months. And I never, the thought of asking for a rebate or my money back never came to my mind. I said, you know, like Gab said, you know, we've always been through this before. So I'm just waiting. Next thing you know, everything's working again.
Yeah. And there's some smart people in the community that know, they're smart people. I mean, you know, I'm no coder, I'm no developer, I am nobody that has any kind of anywhere near any of that stuff. So these guys know what they're doing, and they find workarounds, they find ways of making it work. Now, is it a workaround that's going to work forever? Probably not. But does it work for now? Fine, it works for now, and you move on. You have to be able to adapt in this hobby. So that's the biggest thing. If I can tell people right now, we got, you know, about 100 people watching. You've got to be able to adapt in this. You got to be able to roll with it. Don't get too worked up. As guys said, backups. Have you a backup to where? Yeah, go ahead, Beach.
No, I was going to say one thing DJ said in the side chat, and we said this on Tuesday, to thank the devs out there who came up with this solution. You know, these are guys working their butt off to figure out how to get this sorted for no pay. All right. They aren't making any money on it, just like this channel doesn't make any money on it. You don't see advertising any VPN service or
100%.
You know, we make no money at it. Well, no, Auburn and I don't make jack shit. You know, Butcher might make a little,
honestly,
he might make you know, hopefully make some money to cover expense of buying StreamYard for the year. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
We have no agenda to steer you. Oh, you need to buy this. You buy whatever that works out best with you. But yes, big shout out to the devs who came up with the solution to get this working again. Because if they would have done that, they could have just said, "Screw it, RD's done. You know, that's what my app relies on. I'm not going to screw with it anymore. It's dead." But no, they came up.
Yeah. This is a point I'm going to go ahead and touch on this topic, which this was one of the things that we in on their X post, where it was talking about certain formats are being blocked to go into your cloud, which we're allowed before. So I think any kind of certain extension. So the extension is the file name, and then it's going to be .mp4 or .avi or .xvid or whatever the extension at the end. So what's happened is RD has blocked certain extensions that they're saying, you know what, that's a video file. I'm not going to have you transferring that video file from RapidGator or Mega or OneFitcher. We're not going to allow that because that's coming from that cloud hosting. We're going to block those. So where this is a perfect example of that, where he was able to use to pull certain content using RD, now can't. So that's just part of RD trying to protect themselves legally, because this isn't RD just trying to be a dick. This is a company that's a legitimate company, been around for, I think it was 9 years. This company's been around, and basically saying, you know what, we have to make these changes so we're not financially liable to and being sued. So they made those adjustments to not to get sued. So this is something that they're doing to protect themselves, not to try to be a pain or not try to make your life rough, but to try to protect themselves as a company. So we have to respect that. And as Beach said, you know, the quality content that we've gotten in the past well exceeds the $17 US, UK pounds per 6 months. So it's well extends it. So that's going to happen. And as of right now, with the devs doing some different works with things, even Aldebryd right now seems to be working as of, I know, last night and today. Again, things change. So if I say something on this video and in an hour, something changes in the community and in blocks, or that could happen. But as of moving into tonight, last check, AD is working, Aldebryd is working, Wildebridge is working, Premiumize is working, Easy News is working. All of those are working and not having an issue. Now, Easy News has not really had any issues at all. It runs off of a different ecosystem than Premiumize, Aldebryd, Wildebridge. Easy News is a different ecosystem in the way that its file system works, which is good as a backup because it doesn't work the same. So if they all took down all of if ACE stops one aspect, Easy News is off of a different system. So that's why for me, it's a good backup because it's not expensive and it works off of a different system. So that's where for me, I look at things and I'm like, when I do redundancy, I want to look at and say, okay, well, if this is down, well, then I don't want to have mirrored systems, because if they take down the bridge between those systems need, or a piece of scripture or a script that is needed for those to work, well, then you're screwed for both of them. It's like you kill two things with two birds, one stone. So that's why I do it a little bit differently for me to do it with that. So those are both up and going. Some add-on number of resolve URL. This happened 20 minutes after our show Tuesday, guys. 20 minutes after our show on Tuesday, when we were talking about resolve URL, we still need to fix something. 20 minutes later, there is a fix for resolve URL. Developer had worked and pushed it out right after our show. But that resolve URL, and again, if you go to Tuesday, it explains more of resolve URL, how it works in the ecosystem. But that fixed a lot of other add-ons, so that immediately add-ons were able to resolve locations and actually things start playing. Let me see. I was looking. So here is an issue. All right. So this is an issue, and I will say with Premiumize and some people, friends of mine, that in the US, and they talk about Premiumize and things not working, Premiumize not working. And this goes back to some of the discussion we talked about a lot of ISP modems and routers that you bought. Now, most of you folks out there are using a modem router combination that was given to you by your ISP. They said, here you go. They plugged the internet up into it. You connected to that Wi-Fi. Life is good. The problem is a lot of those, most of them, have a security software that runs on it to blacklist certain applications or certain websites. So without you even knowing, this software is active on a lot of that stuff. And it blocks these websites for even doing, or it flags them as potentially problems. Windows Defenders did it. We seen that. We talked about that 2 years ago, where Windows Defender did the same thing. It would blacklist or flag things as dangerous. And then you don't even see it. So you'd be like, well, why aren't these things coming up? Well, a lot of times you need to do a little research, folks, because I can't tell you how to do it for your ISP because each of them are different. Most of them have an app that you can put on your phone to manage your Wi-Fi. You're able to create passwords. I want to guest, whatever. A lot of times, if you look in advanced settings, there is a security, and they call them different names. Sometimes they'll call it security guard or shield or something like that. That's like, protecting you from the evils of the internet. And a lot of times those are filtering software that doesn't even allow you to connect to certain software or certain websites or certain software to run. So premiumized, and the reason I say that premiumized is seen on certain software as connecting to dangerous websites. And it'll say this website's got, a warning. So I had a family member that hit me up last week and said, well, every time you premiumize, I keep getting this thing saying dangerous website. And I'm like, well, what do you, it's come to find out it was their Nighthawk modem, which, or I should say their Nighthawk router has that security software on there and blocks you from connecting to websites. Now, I'm a believer that, you know what? I will decide what websites I go to. I decide if a website's dangerous. Now, I don't need you holding my hand as I surf around the internet. If I go and I get a virus on my computer, that's on me. A lot of these software companies, they want to protect you, so they're going to keep you from going to the website because we don't trust you. That's a bad website, so it's going to get you in trouble. I want to make that determination. So if you have some of these, your ISPs, or take a look on your device, see if you're running some of those software, some of those security shields trying to protect you. Because if you are, you're going to want to turn those off. Because I will decide what websites. And most of the time, they're blocking it. I remember remember we had the Windows Defender. It blocked the crew completely.
Yep.
You couldn't open the crew. And again, that's not even a website. That's just trying to run it on your computer. Whoop, that's a dangerous thing. We're not running it. So again, area up, I will say, take a look at, take a look at some of that stuff and see if it's running some type of security shield to keeping you from to accessing certain things on your setup, because that's a legit thing. Go ahead.
I think I told you before, my brother up in West Virginia has LG smart TV. And when you try to load Plex on it, Comcast blocks it. Although you can download the app and from LG's toy store on the TV, when you go to try and launch it, Comcast blocks it.
Yep. I mean, that's you never know what these ISPs are blocking. So to me, I turn them off and let you decide where you want to go. The internet died when Mega Upload went down. Yeah, and again, Mega in what we just saw. What's his name? He just had a stroke or something.
Kim.com.
He just had a stroke or something over there, and he's in New Zealand or something.
So he says. He's a slippery fella. I never believe anything like that.
He's a slippery fella. The way I see it, I have an HGTV too. It's basically free, $26 every 6 months with 12-pack of beer around here. Yeah, I mean you got to put it in perspective.
Yep.
Santos. So let's see. I'm running down some of the comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said you're gonna have to give it a try again. Give it a try again. All the links are timing out. Yeah. See, again, if you moved and you're using a cell, not using your the house Wi-Fi, that right there, process of elimination tells me that why is the internet in my house not letting me do that? But my so, and I tell people all the time when they say, I think I'm being throttled or I think I'm being blocked, I say, hey, why don't you try to connect to the same site or do the same things you're trying to do on your home internet, on your connection, and try it on your phone, on a cell. Don't use your Wi-Fi because then that, but try to use it on your cell service and see if you can connect with one, but then not the other. And then that can tell you where you're getting blocked at or throttled because ISPs do that. So again, a lot of the stuff when people say, oh, this ain't working, but it's process of elimination on a lot of this stuff. You have to go down the list. You know, do you have shitty Wi-Fi? Do you have, first of all, do you have bad internet? Because how many people say, oh, I got fast internet, and you test them and you find out they got 20 megs down. And you're like, that's not good internet, bro. Right. Or they like, well, I got fast internet, and you go and you test on the Wi-Fi and they're, 30 or 40. And then the next time you test it, it's 10. Next thing you tried, it's 60, where their Wi-Fi is this. Well, that's not going to give you good connection. So a lot of times
the one in the basement, is not nowhere near the one by the router, It's just
And yes, you're not going to get the same signal. If people put those modems and their routers in the basement, they're like, well, I've had no problem with it down there. Well, were you trying to stream 4K? Yeah, your little 720, that's a very small file. It doesn't need as much internet. But when you try to stream a 26 gig file to a TV that's 2 floors up, you might have some problems. And that's where, when we talk about, what kind of network you got, folks, invest in some of your hardware in your home. Invest. Don't rely on the ISP's router. If now, not all ISPs allow you to bring a modem. If they do, that's great. If you can bring your own modem. And they're usually very picky about which models that you can get, that's fine if that's what they allow. But some ISPs are not going to let you bring in a modem to the thing. And a modem, again, if some folks don't know, modem is where the internet comes into your house. Then
I think if they charge you for it, they have to let you buy your own.
Yeah.
In America, anyway. In America.
Well, I know for us, but they don't charge us for it. But you can't. I actually looked it up. It won't. They won't allow me to. To get
they don't charge you for your modem. But if they were,
they don't allow you to what?
Get my own modem.
Oh,
are you with Rogers or Cogeco?
No, Cogeco.
Well, I'm with Cogeco too.
Yeah. The other thing is so you got a modem which your internet comes into. So that's where your internet's received, and then you have your router. Now, routers, you can get your own router. Now, most
you should. Everyone should have their own router. At least that.
Yes.
And
that was
Nucky sent me a message. Don't use your provider's default DNS server. Pick a better DNS server than what your provider's having you use. There's several of them.
Yep. And DNS is kind of like the library, or I was like the phone book. It's like the phone book that your modem in your tries to use. It's like the phone book. So it says, oh, what address? And it uses a DNS to say, oh, okay, that's that website. And you can use like 1111 or 8888. There's different ones that you can put in for yourself that are free. You can use those to, so get your own router, which that is what your Wi-Fi runs off of, and invest in, don't buy the $50 damn router.
No,
spend a little bit of money on this. We're talking about, this is the heartbeat of your Wi-Fi system in your home. Invest in that. The one I have, it's not top of the line, but I've got 3 pods. I got a pod right there at my modem. So I got a pod there. I got a pod at another one of my TVs. And then I have a pod downstairs at another one of my TVs. And what they do is they create a mesh system, and they create like an umbrella and each of them communicates directly to the other. and then creates a new Wi-Fi signal from each hub. Meaning, even if you have 2 or 3 floors, you're able to spread that internet connection over your whole home. And this is going to give you better connection for everything. And again, you're not going to spend just 50 or $100 and say, "Oh, that's the top of the line." No, it's not. Invest to get quality.
You bought e-waste if you spent $50. You bought e-waste.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. E-waste. Yeah. Again, but just get down. Get a good Wi-Fi, because a good Wi-Fi is going to make your life so much better. And normally, when you get the router system, you have power to change some settings. You can go through and change your DNS, or you can change some certain things inside that router to make it run a little bit better and more customized to get the speed out of it. So that's outside of even we're talking about RD and this and that. It's outside of those things, a good investment on good. It's Black Friday. I mean, shit's on sale everywhere. And people say, "Oh, I don't want to spend $200 or $300 on that." Oh, that's too much. No, I mean, are you buying a $100 car expecting it to get you back and forth to work? No, you invest in a good car that you're going to get you there, so you know you're going to get there.
If you got a good TV on your wall, you probably spent in excess of $1,500 to $2,500. So now you don't want to pop $300 to make it work right? Come on.
Yeah. So those are some of our and I know we kind of got off the part of some of our services. How to use Easy News? You log in. It's so dead simple. You buy it. You get a login, a username and password. You go to some add-ons. In all the add-ons for those, you put a username and password inside the add-on. Done. Scrapes, gives you links. Will say, I do see with Easy News, it's not as robust and quick to play as maybe a cloud saved or premiumized, some of those clouds. Sometimes it takes a little longer for it to connect and get it. For me, it just seems to take a little longer on some files. And we're so greedy right now, folks. We expect shit to play in 2 seconds. And I say, when I have to wait, sometimes I might wait 15, 20 seconds for Easy News if it connects to something for it to start to play, which it's not that long. So again, you sign up, you use your username and password inside certain add-ons. Not all add-ons allow that. So you're going to need to look at what add-ons are important to you, and does it accept Easy News? Because not everybody does. That depends on the add-on you're using. So let's see. Give a breakdown of everything that happened. I'm late. Heard this. All right. Well, Victor, watch Tuesday's show.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be mean. I'm just saying it was way too much. We're too far into the show for me to give a whole breakdown. Tuesday, I gave a breakdown of everything, and that was a 2.5-hour show. So, I just saying.
He had no voice left at the end of the night.
It's true.
I'll put it that way. Yeah.
Tuesday, I talked my ass off, and I could talk.
He didn't even take a drink.
No. Now I feel bad for not coming to the show because I could have, but I didn't have anything to add because I don't use Room to Brit anymore. So
I was there.
Yeah. Here's a good point by Penn. What's up, Penn? You guys check his channel out. Real good.
Hey, Penn. Long time.
If you want to come on, let us know.
Yeah. And again, another add-on, or not add-on, excuse me, a YouTuber that does a lot of he looks at stuff a little bit different, like I do. I don't always look at everything like everybody else does when I do a review of something. I look at how I would use it. He does the same thing. So again, another small channel, but he looks at things a little bit differently, and I always like that. I don't want to have somebody that's just pushing a VPN and to have me watch their shit. So great guy. But again, looking for alternatives. It's smart to have that. So I was going to mention a few things. As of now, I will say that quite a few add-ons are up and going. There are some that are still down and not working because some of them still have to update some of their code in how they handle torrent or how they handle RD, because handling RD is a little bit differently now because of what's it, the endpoint thing that RD turned off. So Finlight, Umbrella, POV, Saren, Crew, they're all working as far as I know. There's probably some more. I don't know about Homelander. I know that's in the Crew. They usually stay pretty up to date on stuff. So most of those should. Well, I know the first are all definitely working. Some of those later ones may not be. There is some add-ons still doing some updates. Shadow is close to being fully fixed. There was some updates to that, and some people say, "What's Shadow?" Shadow is it's an add-on base, and now you can use Shadow all by itself. It's an add-on. Some people take the Shadow base and then they make their own add-on from that. So as an analogy, let's say that you bought a Pinto, but you want it to look a little bit differently. And I ain't talking bad about Shadow. I'm just trying to, just the first car that jumped to my head. So you have a Pinto, but you want it to look a little bit differently. And you pull the body off the Pinto and you drop a new frame or drop a new body on the car. Now it looks differently. It looks differently, but the internals are all the same. Shadow add-on is out there, and a lot of other add-ons take that base and then they change the outside looks of it. And then it's an add-on. You're like, I didn't even know that was a Shadow base. So Shadow being updated and being close to being right. He's released about 4 versions over the last few days. So we may see a number of add-ons update this week that are Shadow-based add-ons. So we may see that you'll be seeing that as those add-ons take, and then they make it look, they change the graphical look of it to fit their add-on, since they have the base is updated. Hopefully I didn't confuse myself. I actually kind of confused myself a little bit. So
my ride,
Shadow
that's all you were talking about.
Huh?
Pimp my ride. That's all you were talking about.
It's kind of like that, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple other alternatives for people is I'll be honest, FlixVision has not stopped working with all of this. I don't use it. It's on there. I check. It's just one of those things. It's easy to use, and so I just check it. That thing hasn't stopped working. On Streams is still working. ODBox is still working, and maybe some other APKs are still working. I know Streamio, I think that's still working. Synchro's still working. I think Weed is working. I'm not sure if I saw that is 100% working, but those are alternatives. So, you don't have to always rely on the K app. You can rely on some of those other APKs as your backup in case something goes bad. So that's what those things are. And you can, and it just freaks me out when I went to FlixVision, which it works. It's easy to use. And damn, RD ain't had an issue with it. It's like, all right, dang, it's working just fine. So take a look at that. And, as your options, keeping some other options out there. Here's a question from David White. You have to check once a month in a router because ISPs. Yes. Thank you, David. That is true. ISPs will send an update. And I think you talked about that. They will push a software update.
Just another reason to have your own router.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can't do that if you own your own router.
Right.
And they will turn that shield back on. You want to know something else that somebody else turned their shit back on my shield?
What?
Google Play. Google Play Protect, which has been off on mine. Again, I don't need them protecting me. I'll protect my own. Google Play came on there. FlixVision, not working. I'm like, what? Because I was checking it last night. Like, what do you mean? And I go and then, this is a dangerous application. We have disabled it for you. I don't need you disabling it for me. So I turn off the Play Protect because I don't need that, and go back in, and guess what? VisionFlix won't open. You have to reinstall it to get it to work again. So again, Google does it. So
wasn't even that thing where where you can enable the app itself? Because maybe it might have switched the app, like, it's like not a safe app.
Well, when I went in, when you go into the apps itself, it's uninstall, and then you have all your permissions. There's no other things in there. All the other stuff is gone from it. It's because it's in its own category. So even though I turned the play protect after it did, so again, this software will turn back on, guys. Here's Peter says Sky Shield.
And it will move it when it removes it from your favorites row, because this used to happen to me a lot back when UK Turks started getting flagged for the same thing. What it would do, it would remove it and it would put it in a like a hidden folder. So in order for you to able to reinstall it, you had to go find that folder that Google hid it and delete it from there. Then you could reinstall it once Play Protect was turned off. So yes.
Pain in the fuck.
Yeah, I was going to just say that. It was a pain in the ass.
So yeah, so I'm gonna have to I'll have to uninstall it. I love it. Hey, yeah, I got Iron Man 4 is coming out. I need some more money. Haley, I like this when my ISP runs bridge, and this is a setting again. If you get your own router, your modem will run as a bridge. So it basically, your modem just says, "Hey, I brought in. Here's the internet," and then gives it off to your thing,
to the router.
Yeah. Let's see. Xfinity charges $10 a month. Yeah. Jason, I remember the days when I would have a long list of links and cross my fingers at one. Yeah, Jason, how about again? We've all been around a long time and we remember that shit. Yeah. Like, I mean, you're like clicking a link. Oh, that one didn't work. Click this link, but we're spoiled. I mean, we are. I should say spoiled. We're blessed in a lot of ways. Of things as easy as they are right now, and so yes, if we go back, we had to go through link after link after link, and fingers crossed the damn thing would work. But look at Nookie's looking to be spoiled.
Yeah. I'll be in Big Spring tonight, babe.
I'm surprised she didn't say bottle feed me. You know. Meet and greet says on streams is excellent. I haven't used on screen, but I've heard about it. Let's see. DJ says I did hear a few shadow add-ons base have been worked on for the fix. Yep, and thank you, DJ. Yeah, it's I've seen it. I've seen quite a few that are working, but I did see that there was. I know as of yesterday, there was some people saying there were some issues with a few things. So, yeah,
but DJ Themes, is he with Asgard?
He works in some different groups. Yeah, he works on some different groups.
Because I was reading an article of with DJ Themes. He was telling somebody go back and read what was done before.
Yeah. Well, he stays knowledgeable. He stays knowledgeable on a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And he, kind of like myself and some of us that stay on the know. And if he's giving people advice, he knows what he's talking about. He's been around for a while. And again, most of us, none of us are all that smart. We just pay attention and read and then learn from what has worked for other people and stuff. Let's see. It says, Butcher, so true. My Shield and my on-box all Google protects. The damn Google Protect. And I couldn't believe it when it turned it back on. And I'm like, Has anyone in the panel tried TorBox? No, because I was going to try it. And then they were not allowing new people to join because they needed to upgrade their system, which when we talk about some of these systems, folks, and you may say, Premiumize is being slow or all the Brits being slow or this or that. When you talk about the influx, they have an infrastructure that's handling a certain amount of customers. If you take and throw in 30% more customers or 25% more customers, the infrastructure is not built to handle that. So there's going to be growing pains until they're able to ramp up the hardware. And I know TorBox said they were going to do it. Now, this is a somewhat new company. Until the last few weeks, I had never heard of this. It's very similar to like your Debrid type things, the way it has clouds. It does offer some, with some of their packages, you could do some Usenet. Kind of like, I would say, probably like a premiumized type of package. But it's good to hear. I haven't known anybody using Torbox. Torbox is not in a lot of add-ons. It is being added to some from what I've seen. I think the crew, maybe Saren uses Torbox. I don't think I've seen it in any of the Finn or Umbrella. I don't think I've seen it in that. So it's good to hear about, people's experience on that, because we haven't had that. Okay. Here you got. Hey guys, just got in. Thanks for the premiumized device. Definitely works. It does, and it is more expensive, but it's Black Friday. If you're gonna buy this shit, folks, buy it now. I mean, don't wait 2 weeks and then be paying double. Okay, so thank you, Tan. And this, what's it? Okatu? How do you say that? Okatu? Ataku? It's the anime.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Add-on.
Otaku,
It added
isn't
Torbox.
it?
Otaku. There we go. I knew I wasn't saying it right. Otaku added Torbox. Otaku also, because they had an update 2 days ago. I saw it pop up. Great for animation. If you're looking for anime, it's easy. Let's see. Easy news for $30, 15 months. Good deal. What's that?
All right, we need to get back to the main.
Yeah,
stuff.
we're gonna start getting back to some topics so we can actually, because we still got
one
time.
of them at least.
Yeah, all right. We'll run through. So this is we've spent way more time than what we need to do on this stuff. Sorry,
Yeah.
I mean we want to answer questions.
We want to answer questions though.
Yeah, and then we do have some other topics that we feel like is important for you to be paying attention to on some of this stuff. Let me go ahead and pop her over here. Go full screen. Sorry, guys, I'm off here. So, so Drama Cool. So if you were a K-drama fan and you were liked watching a lot of that, the Korean drama stuff, that Drama Cool has been shut down. So if you were like wondering why it's not working, it has been shut down by by Ace. It is done. So unfortunately, that website and that service is gone, even though a lot of people used it. This is an important article, and I really feel like a lot of us need to pay attention to this article. This is popped in last week. We actually didn't talk about it last week because we had so much of the other shit to talk about. So about 2 months ago, the developer, the owner, the creator of Telegram was detained in France. He was detained in France and held in jail for, I think, a couple weeks. And after he was released, then Telegram changed their, their rules or their,
Terms of service.
Terms of service, yes. They changed their terms of service in what they did. Now, prior, they would not give out any information if law enforcement asked for information, because they said that there was hate groups and all kinds of stuff they said that were on Telegram, and human trafficking was happening on Telegram, and you're trying to protect these criminals. They went through, how it always goes to it's always, well, that's where it all is going. So what they ended up doing is they said, hey, you're protecting these people. So he had to agree that he would work with law enforcement agencies when needed to. A IPTV, an add-on was shut down it's been November 18th. It was shut down, or this was written. So it was shut down. An add-on I'd never heard of. It was a Spanish add-on, Crystal Azul. And it was an add-on that had a lot of live content. It was shut down. Then come to find out, there was possibly some the law enforcement might have been able to use Telegram to find out information about this particular, the people running this, because they had a Telegram group, and supposedly they were able to get some information via the Telegram group to help track down the people that were running the service. Telegram now says that if law enforcement comes to them and kind of forces them, they will give out an IP address that was the last logged in, as well as the telephone number used in the
account.
connection for the account. So if you're using Telegram and you have an add-on and you're using this alias, this is something that you need to pay attention to. You need to put some protections on yourself to make sure that protect your neck, because we want to make sure that you're knowing that that information, your phone number that is being used to create the account and the IP that you logged into can be requested, and they can have to turn that information over. Again, we don't know how much this happens, but seems like with this particular case, it might have been that information might have been given over. So I think that is important information for us that all have Telegram groups, and a lot of add-ons have Telegram groups due to they felt like it was a safer area to go.
Join my Discord.
Yeah. So protect your neck, folks.
Yeah.
This is a software. How long does software have to be updated? And this is a real thing. The FTC is actually trying to make companies set a limit of what they're willing to support, because sometimes there's people, there are companies that released products that have updates and this and that, and within a couple of years they say, you know what, we're stopping support for that, and then the thing that you bought is now obsolete because it won't work, or it won't get any more updates, so it can't connect to your Wi-Fi, or all kinds of problems. So the FTC is now starting to look into telling companies, you have to agree that you're going to support it for a certain period of time. And this is, I think this is good. Most companies do it for a while, but we have seen a number of products that companies put out, and then all of a sudden, a year down the road or 2 years down the road, and they're like, well, we're not supporting that anymore. It's like, oh, that was a cool project, but we're not working. Again, all these links are down below. You can read the full article, but the FTC is looking to say, hey, you need to at least agree on the front end what you're going to do, and tell the consumer needs to be aware. If you're only willing to support it for 2 years, now it could go longer, but you're like, hey, at the minimum 2 years, the consumer needs to know that, hey, you're only locked into 2 years, and you guys might break up after that. I think it's a good thing to be aware of and to pay attention to. GPUs, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. The 50 series is coming out. We're looking at starting in December. The big 50 series is coming out, and we talked about this a few weeks ago. Not going to be cheap.
Nope.
Not going to be cheap. And it's also the other thing. If you're looking, you're like, oh, I want to get me the 50 series card.
Yeah, exactly. Team Red is having some actual decent Black Friday deals. So if you're in the market for a new GPU, consider an AMD ones, because there's some good ones out there for a decent price right now.
Yeah, I might need to go. Maybe this is the week I need to pull the trigger.
But you already bought your board, didn't you?
No, I'm talking about the GPU, the graphics card.
I know, but it's for AMD. Didn't you already buy an Intel board or not?
You can use it. You can use the same. Anything.
Yeah, you can mix and mash on that, because I have an Intel video card in my AMD computer right now that we're using. But the other one's going to be an Intel, but I'm thinking I might go AMD. 450 watts on some of these cards. 450.
Crazy.
Most, for the people that are not, most computers, the power supply that powers the whole computer is usually 550.
Right.
So if the graphics card alone needs 450 and your total power is 550, what's the likelihood of that computer running? Because you got to run the GPU, you got to run all the lights. If you got to run everything, and it's not going to do it. So you got to upgrade your power supply. Those 50 cards are sweet, but
think of it this way: if you're going to be gaming at high details, if it's drawing 450 watts, that's the same as half of a conventional space heater. So it's going to kick out half as much heat as a conventional space heater into your room.
Yeah.
So there you
just be knowledgeable. It's everybody wants the newest and the best. I want the fastest. These are going to be nice and fast.
Yeah.
But you're heating up a room. So if you're like, let's say you live in Arizona and you kick the AC on all the time, well, you're going to have to turn the AC on even more. So not only are you using the massive power that the PC is needing now, you're also having to turn the AC down more because that mug is kicking out heat. It's a real thing.
They cool those with air. It's cooled by air. And the air has to go somewhere, and that somewhere is out of the computer case into the room that the computer's set in.
Yeah.
So
and you can get water cooled, but they're still using air.
They still use air to cool that. Yeah.
So people are like, wow, we got water cool. The air's still cooling that. So yes, it takes longer for that water to get hot, but there's air flowing through those radiators to cool that water. So So those were. We'll touch one other topic, which was one other thing that we had, and then we'll go into the sites of the week.
Well, okay, go ahead. No, because I was going to say there was just a couple of comments that were there.
Okay. Right. Yep. I'll hit that. We'll hit this one last topic that we talked about prior to the show.
Okay.
So there was a cable internet, an internet cable that was cut. It was like was it up in Europe, and the cables connect Lithuania and Sweden as well as Finland and Germany, and this is underwater cables running in the Baltic Sea, and reportedly a ship 224 meters long that had departed from Russia was loaded with fertilizer, reportedly dragged their anchor along the bottom of the ocean and damaged this internet cable that runs between countries. And right now they have surrounded the ship. It's a Chinese ship, and they surrounded the ship with some European vessels, and we're going to see how this all plays out. But this lays the ground. The question is this the next wave of terrorism? We're going to go at terrorism that we're going to go after internet connectability because the world needs that stuff. I mean, it's like electricity.
Could you imagine, North America being cut from the rest of the world because some ship goes by and rips up the black, lines?
Here's the scary part.
Yeah.
They're talking about, Finland and Sweden. That's that's the next agenda. It could be one of the next agendas for Russia, a Russian attack,
Right.
So if you don't want news coming out of that area, one way to make sure of that is to cut off the internet going out of that area.
That's right.
So.
I mean, this is real type shit that could happen. And so here it is
happening.
Yeah, it is happening. But I'm saying, well, what Roger's saying, could it be used as to be in preparation of some type of an attack or some type to try to cut off a country and their communication? Now people say, well, they can communicate otherwise. Yes, they could. But if you cut off these fiber optic connections that's feeding all kinds of information, there's a lot of companies that don't have fallbacks easily to say, well, we'll just use cell towers, or it doesn't always happen as quickly as that and as easily. So this is seriously, I think that this is a definite topic of and definitely a way of
I've seen a documentary on how they laid these internet cables. You can get it. I think it's on the History Channel. They showed you exactly how they lay the cable, how they protect the cable from earthquakes and things like that. The station
That's for Japanese ships, right?
And nothing from an anchor being dragged along.
No. That's a new one.
Not enough that they have those draggers out there that are ripping up the oceans as is, you know.
Yeah.
Well, and to me,
Pulling every fish that's out
this
there.
could just be a test for something else, you know,
Yeah.
or test in between, Europe and the U.S. or
but don't forget
or
Finland
other
and
places.
Finland and Sweden just joined NATO, right?
NATO. Yeah, that's the scary part.
That's the scary
The
part.
scary part. Yeah.
Whew. Oh my God! All right, you had some topics I want.
Yeah, just look at those over there.
The stars.
Yeah.
All right, hey, Dave had this one. Dave just Google checked. There are updates for TV Mate. Did you say because you were telling us before the show, Dave, that you saw that they had some updates? TV Mate. TV Mate updated. I don't know about IM Player. I don't use. I have it, but I don't use it a lot. But IM Player might. And Beach, have you tried the TV Mate since you've updated it? He walked away. Dave's not.
I'm sorry. I was talking with Andrew. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
He might have to be a little late anyway. So
okay.
All right.
What was the question? Sorry.
TV Mate. Have you looked at the new? Have you used TV Mate since you've updated it?
I'm using it now. Updated it, and I tried to find all it said I've been able to find out is UI and bug fixes. That's it. You know,
Very vague.
nothing, not exactly. Very vague. Right. All I care about is it's loading everything. So I know I just reading on Reddit, there were some comments about some people before this update had to switch from the MPEG to TS and da. So now their EPGs are loading if you had an issue before. So far right now, everything seems to be working fine as I'm watching the Raiders and Chiefs game. 17-19 Chiefs, 2:09 left in the game.
17-19, you said?
Damn it.
Yeah.
And here we are wasting our time watching this show. Look at we just lost 200. We just lost half our viewers when you said that. No.
And I just seen IM Player. I just goofed around with my IM Player last night because I've had it for a while, but I don't really mess with it much. You can integrate your Plex server into IM Player.
I didn't find. I actually, when I first set mine up, I messed with that. I didn't find it to run very well. I found it very buggy. I don't know if I don't know if they fixed it when I tried it a year and a half ago. It was super buggy and it would take forever to load. And it was not an easy, it wasn't a nice.
Trying to load the channels, you mean?
When you were trying to load up your Plex from that, because like you can basically go into your movies and TV shows, right?
When you would go into Plex, going the other way.
Now when you you're in IM, so it would be under the TV and movie section.
Okay.
And I found it not to be a very smooth transition when I was moving. I was like, oh my God, this is like a turtle space.
I didn't try to actually play anything. I just seen it to move.
Yeah.
I just seen it work.
Yeah, me too. When I saw that feature, I'm like, ooh.
I mean, put it this way. As long as IM Player takes to load my playlist for IPTV, my God, I cannot imagine trying to integrate into it. My suggestion would be if you want to watch something, start integrating it in the morning when you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So in the evening, when you get home from work, it might be done. And then
IM Player hater. He's up my IM Player hater right there.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that. But I don't open it that often.
Yeah, I know I did have an issue when I was loading like 3 playlists. It seemed to be able to be updating. Something seemed like it was like it'd go from one to the next, but it would just like keep going and going. I'm like, holy shit, how long does it take? So
yeah,
I got 6 on mine.
Yeah, I switched to Televiso. It loads a lot faster.
Yeah, I like it too.
Player. Yes, so that's on my phone. Televiso is what I use. IM is just too freaking slow for me. I'm impatient. I want it now. Damn it! Now.
Spalding.
All right. Fire Guru, what's up, my man? It's got some suggestions for some Sparkle. Yep, Sparkle, which is an IPTV interface.
Yeah,
that's a nice Sparkle. You know, the checking that out.
Check it out.
I just, I just would somebody who answering a side chat and who has a paid Sparkle on multi-screen. I've tried the free version and I can't get it to go past 4 squares. So if you tell me that's the most it can do in the full paid premium version, then I have no interest. But I'm just curious.
Look, so this now is all this. So these are all different. These are all different options from Fire Guru.
All right.
In
all kinds of options. Oh, Sparkle.
All right. We'll go to the next thing.
Okay. All right. So hey, it's time for your shit.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Here we go. It's been a while, man. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's been a while. All right, the sites of the week are back.
Yeah. This first one here is Pocket Tube. I don't know if any of you guys have checked it out, but I ran across it and I'm like, this is pretty neat. And that's coming from me, a guy that, can't even use YouTube because
can't log in.
We're in war. But it's really pretty neat. If you like having, like if you like save all of your different videos that you like to watch and stuff like that, it does a lot. And I was pretty impressed with it. So you might want to take a look at this one.
All right. Then your other one here.
And the other one is this one here. You can.
I saw this.
You want to get out of the States? You want to get out of the States? You can.
Yeah. For $1?
You could buy some property for $1 in Italy. So might want to have to jump on that.
Well, the only problem I have with that, I'm always reading on Torrent Freak how some IPTV service is getting busted.
Yeah, it's always Italy.
Okay,
Italy.
So that's one strike against them.
Yeah,
they're going to be shutting down my IPTV. Two, I need to know about what kind of internet speed I can get in this small Italian village.
Look, it's on an island too, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
So. Yeah.
I'm going to be getting a gig up and down there.
Elon's your only hope.
Yeah, Elon's going to be your only package there. So
screw that. No.
Yeah, it gets you a little. Look at it. It's a fixer upper.
Yeah,
fixer upper.
Get that place that comes with 2 goats, actually.
Yeah, right there. And look at it. They'll be like, you got plenty of yard space right out front.
Yeah, but isn't that
right there in the cobble streets?
That's a town that nobody lives in, right? That's what you're selling it for $1.
Yeah.
You buy a house for $1 in a town that nobody lives in.
Yeah, well, there's people moving in there.
Yeah.
You know who bought one of those?
Right.
You know who bought one of those? Is Lorraine Bracco. I remember her on live or something saying that she bought one of those. That's how she, and she just built up from that,
Yeah. They said the ones that are ready to move into.
I see a shitload of potholes, so I know I'll be going through wheels left and right. So screw that.
Yeah, Dave's like, is this wheelchair accessible?
Yeah, screw that.
And not gonna happen there. Hey, you been talking when you guys are talking shit about me up here in Canada and my bad internet and all the laws and shit up here. I think it'll be a whole lot worse. You go to Italy, living on an island. It's be pretty though.
Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna get
I'd love to live in
feet of snow in the wintertime there. Looks like
it's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty. It really is. I have a friend in Bari that wants me to come and visit and stay because it's beautiful there, really.
All right. Well, hey, let's
We
gonna go ahead.
We have the wheel.
Yeah.
We have the
So, folks, I've answered as much questions we're going to get here because we're going to jump into the player pass section of the movie again, or the show. So again, check out the links below. Join our Telegram group. Join my Odysee group, please, because my Odysee channels. Because if this gets shut down, I'm going to move all over to just Odysee, and that's where I'll post all of my content to just make it easier for me. So go ahead and join those, because if YouTube shuts stuff down, it's like it's done. Boom.
Does Odysee have a live feature, or will we have to go live on Twitch?
I think I've seen a live feature, but
Yeah,
I'll look into it. I think I saw live. I mean, I don't know if I can use StreamYard with it. I'd have to use OBS.
No, we did it with StreamYard because
we didn't do stream. We did it with Twitch, and we did it on
was
Rumble.
that Twitch or was it
Rumble?
No, I thought it was Odysee, wasn't it?
My videos were being
Odysee was
uploaded
there.
from YouTube to Odysee automatically. Now I have to manually.
Rumble. Well, no, not Rumble.
Yeah, it was Rumble. Rumble and Twitch.
It was Rumble? Okay.
Yeah, we were on Rumble, Twitch, and here.
Okay.
And Facebook a long time ago. All right, let's go ahead and spin the wheel and see what we have to watch for next week.
Want me to read them off before you?
Yes, read them.
Okay, we got in green, Andrew as Goodrich. I'm in purple with Breaking. Dabs is in red with The Substance. Eddie is in gray with The Great Escape. Roger. Escaper. It is Escaper?
Yeah.
Okay. Roger is in orange with Beetlejuice. And the beach is in blue with Kneecap. Okay.
All right, we'll spin the wheel. And look at, hey, Auburn, I said, we'll see how long my earbuds lasted.
Yeah, they're dying now?
They just died. It was just in the middle of you talking. Oh, it looks like we're going to get, it's going to be it's like Andrew's pick. Yeah, looks like it's going to stop there. So this means we have to watch this, and that will be the movie we review next week. And again, this is a fun way of doing it so that we're able to we never know what we're going to watch. Well, we have an idea. We got 6 choices. So that's what we're going to watch. And this segment, so let me back off of here, jump over here, and we're going to jump over into the player pass segment of the show. So guys, hold tight, and we're going to jump over to player pass. And here we go. We're going to go ahead. So again, folks, join our links down below. And if you have questions, Telegram, or you can post in my comments of the show, and I'll do my best to answer questions, my man. Let's see here. Let me share my screen here so I can get. So this week's movie, the 4:30 movie. So what's our thoughts on this Kevin Smith's movie, guys?
Want me to get start? Or?
Yeah,
I don't want to go first.
I just whoever wants to go.
I will go first because I don't have a lot to say.
Because you're too young.
Well, I originally I was watching it in big screen, but then I had to leave because it was late, and I wasn't feeling too good also, and I could hear everybody laughing at all the jokes, and I was like, yeah, it's quite funny, but it's not like hilariously funny. I mean, Auburn was really enjoying it. He was laughing his head off at loads of the jokes.
I like my ass off.
Yeah,
that's what I was doing when I was that age.
Exactly.
So I don't know how I originally felt. Like originally, I did vote pass straight away, but then I gave it a chance. I watched the rest. I think there was only about 20 minutes left when I left, actually, from what I watched the rest of it this morning. but I have changed my vote, so I know I'm skipping all the way to the vote bit, but like I saw this movie as like it's kind of like a nostalgia trip to like early 2000s, late 90s style movies. And it's like kind of I had read someone say that Kevin Smith, like it's like a love letter to his childhood.
Yep.
And I kind of like probably would agree with that. It's definitely got his like stamp all over it. Obviously, I know it's his movie, but it's like you can tell it's his movie. Yeah, like the characters were okay. The story was it was just what it was. The jokes, yeah, it was funny. There was a lot of funny references to like a lot of movie references, especially like the likes of they'll never ever do end credit scenes in movies again, or who wants to watch a TV show of the Star Wars and things like that. Or they're not going to make a TV. Like no one's going to be like, oh, what I wonder what Boba Fett's getting up to. So that kind of stuff. It was quite funny, but like I personally just thought it was only okay.
Again, all right. So, Andrew, we don't have to have your exact age. What range are you in your 30s?
Hey, brother, I've just turned 40 last month.
Okay, but I was just I didn't know if you wanted to give us your age. You know, but I was trying to give.
I'll happily give my age. I'm still by far the youngest here.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so you see this right here? You see that right there, folks?
The mullet.
The mullet with the rat tail.
Yeah.
Guess who had one of them?
You know what? He
had a rat tail.
And now my hair did that, but I spiked it more than that. I had the spike do, but my hair would after I'd spiked it for a while, it would naturally, my hair's so straight, it stood straight up. And you could run your hands through it. It'd be like it just all like soft and stood up, and I had the rat tail. And I told my wife when we were watching this, I said, oh, rat tail, I had one. And she goes, no, you didn't. I'm like, I did. I did. But my point about with Andrew saying 40s, this is a movie that people, I'd say you need to be in your mid to late 40s to 60 to enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
I think you have to be in that range.
Yeah.
That 15 to 18 years.
It's just like 10 years too late for Andrew, actually.
Because all of the jokes, as he said, he didn't get the jokes or those Easter eggs. It was all us, guys.
Yeah.
In 1986, I graduated that year.
Exactly.
This was
our
shit. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I graduated, and it's like there was so many little Easter eggs that he stuck in there that were like, yeah, I remember that. That like being out there with the boom boxes.
Yeah.
So
I laughed my ass off. I thought it was some of Kevin's better writing in a while, because some of these last few movies I wasn't that impressed with. And every time Ken Jong-un or what's that guy? Ken Jong. Yeah. I laughed at him almost every time he was on screen.
Yeah.
I thought his writing was great. His delivery was great. It's a Kevin Smith movie, so it's never ever going to be great acting. He shot this in 2 weeks, and on a shoestring budget. The studio or the movie theater that you see right there, he owns that movie theater and shows movies there, 5 nights a week or whatever. So I thought it was great for what it was.
It's had a Breakfast Club vibe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And I like Breakfast Club.
But I laughed a lot in this movie.
Me too.
Yeah.
Dave, what did you think about it?
Okay. There were parts where I laughed my ass off. The whole thing, the Sister Sugar Walls.
Hilarious.
Oh my God.
And that's his daughter. He made his daughter a whore.
Oh, really?
But she was a nun too.
Yeah.
She was a nun and a whore.
I mean,
okay, so
I mean, I went into this expecting not to like this movie. I laughed a lot. I enjoyed the hell out of 3/4 of it. For me, it went downhill once the girl showed up at the movie theater. Then the laughs all stopped. Then it became a young
was a
teen.
love story.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, prior to that, everything was funny as hell. But no, I really did enjoy it. At the end, I loved it. And the freaking movie mobile cracked me up.
Oh my God.
Looked knock off of a Batmobile with a bunch of crap on it. And I mean, that's what Aubin's sitting there last night ragging on that car. Look at that shit. Look at all that shit on that car. And I'm like, you're the guy who drove around a bike with a shit ton of fucking M&Ms hanging
M&Ms on it, right?
Who you to start bitching about it? What's on this car? So, I mean, I was pleasantly surprised because I had no reason to watch it. I mean, the mom making movie bacon. I mean, I remember being aged. There was in the shopping center I could walk to. There was a movie theater like that, and basically, me and my mom, we go to the grocery store, and they would make popcorn, and she would get like a pound of candy and smuggle everything into the theater in her purse. Because you could get it cheaper there than at the movie theater.
Yeah.
So you had the kids smuggling in bacon, movie bacon.
With mayonnaise on it.
Right.
And then I was like,
and
I never had
like
that
I said, talking about our age, and I mean, we probably have done things that Andrew didn't do because there were a lot of times when I was young, you would sit there and you would watch the movie, and if you liked it, you just didn't leave when it was done.
Right,
because you knew it was going to start again. You was going to start again in 15 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, that's the first time I saw a live boo was Day of the Jackal in 1973. So there you go.
I watched The Lost Boys 15 times in a week.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how many movies I just watched because I would just go from one movie theater to the next. It was hilarious. Oh my God!
The Beaver Man.
Just me. It was a bunch of my friends.
Yeah, and all the cameo performances, like Dietrich Bader, he was great. They were all really good. They were all funny.
Yeah.
Justin Long with those fake teeth and the drooling. Oh fuck, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny.
But I really thought Kevin did a good job. It was a good script. Like I said, he shot it in 2 weeks. That's impressive. Most Hollywood movies take months and months and months. Kevin shot it in 2 weeks and edited it himself in a month. So, and it's just you can make movies for under $10 million. You really can. Good movies because we all laughed at this movie.
Yeah.
I really like this movie because it's a timeline where I used to hang around with my kids, and I used to sneak into movies with my cousin. So once I was out with my kids, and we wanted to go see a movie. We went to see a movie, and then I said, "Hey, wait a minute! You want to sneak into another movie?" The next movie that was playing, we sneaked into. My kids said, "Hey, Dad, well, let's go see Eddie Murphy." I said, "Okay, let's go see Eddie Murphy." Raw.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, you finally just really hit the plateau of being one of the best dads. Not that you weren't a good dad before.
That's a cool dad.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but my wife really reamed me out on that.
Yes,
one.
I bet.
Oh shit.
When them kids went to school and they're like, "You want to know what I heard?"
Your mama's a Bigfoot.
Goody Google, Gus.
Goody Google.
No, this was a good movie. Oh my God. I love that. It's good.
Yeah, I love this also. It was funny because we're watching it in big screen in 3D. And when you remember like when the movie is like really just about over, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna hate this if they don't, do what they said they were gonna do at the end of the movie. So we're all sitting there watching the credits. Of course, I wasn't letting anybody say anything until we watched all the credits. It was pretty funny.
Did they have an Easter egg in the credits? Because I didn't.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, you didn't watch the credits?
No.
Oh, that's right, everyone. Our leader didn't make it to watch the movie with us.
I forgot.
I forgot it was Wednesday too. It was my
I know.
freaking movie. I wanted to watch it with you guys. I just forgot. Spaced it off.
Wow.
But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah. Again, I think if you got to be, there's the demographics to this whole thing. So if you're past that age, or you're, or definitely if you're younger and you don't remember all that stuff, when he called her, that was one of the first things when he. Yeah. Like tick 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 tick. I'm like, oh, I remember the phones like that, and and there was just so many little Easter eggs of the 80s.
Bill Cosby, he's gonna be great forever.
Yeah, he's an icon. Nothing can ever. Yeah, he's gonna be great forever. Yeah, an icon.
No, I mean, what you missed was how Aubin started talking about when the end credits started going. And we're watching, and they're like telling the end it. No, I'm not ending it. If there's not a goddamn Easter egg at the end of this movie, I'm never watching it. I mean, and he was going off. He was not turning anything off.
It was just like they ended it,
The
way they ended it.
Because he was just like
determined.
We're staying here. We ain't turning this off until then. Because if there's not an Easter egg at the end, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off.
I'm sorry,
exactly. It was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. It was like the dog rant, but there better be an Easter egg credit.
Yeah, there better be an Easter egg in here.
Well, there was, and it was a good one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did anybody over in our side chat? Has anybody over in our side chat? Because I can't see the window there. Did any of those people see this? This movie. Now was Nookie there with you guys last Wednesday?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Jason was there. Shanae.
I do want to say happy birthday to Skulls in case he's watching. This is his birthday today. I forgot to mention it earlier. Okay, I wasn't sure how many people over there, because again, this is I wasn't looking forward to it when I saw it, and I'm like, oh man, we got to watch this. But it, me and the wife both watched it, and we're both giggling. And she's a little bit younger than me, but she remembered, most of that, especially when it was making movie references. You know how she's a movie buff.
Yeah.
And when it was making movie references, boy, she was like, "Oh, yeah, that's funny." Because
she must have really cracked up. You both must have cracked up remember when he's sitting outside by the stairs and the other girl comes out smoking the cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
That right there, with her being a movie, sectionato. The two of you. That's what you guys were like with Cody,
Yeah. Da 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 da. Yeah, the soft music played. Yeah. And hey, I was gonna let you touch my boob. And hey, well, I mean, you remember when we were kids? I mean, that'd have been a big deal. That is a huge deal that just some girl might let you do that. Yeah, I mean, we didn't have the YouTube
porn on the internet.
Yeah, there was there was none of that.
Maple syrup on break.
So yeah, good fun. A good fun again. If you're in the right demographics.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, and I think Kevin does rom-coms pretty well. I mean, Zack and Miri rom-com. That's one of. I love that movie of his. I love this one. I thought it's one of the better movies he's made in a while.
See you later, Christian. Thanks for joining us. All right, and let's see. See some folks over here. So let's go ahead. We'll just jump into this. The part of this, we're going to go ahead and vote. This is where we vote for it for a player pass, meaning you would recommend this to your folks, means play. If you hope that this dies a fiery death buried underneath that Batmobile, that's a pass. So we're going to go through there and give everybody a vote. If you guys have watched the movie, vote over on the side. We'll also go through there. And Jason does have – remember when you had to sneak into R-rated movies too?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember you had to sneak in? It was a whole – you felt like you were you're breaking the law. All right, you go this way, and I'm going to go that way. And then all right, so play or pass. We're going to start with Andrew. So, Andrew, you give this a play or a pass?
Under the rules, I'll give it a play.
Okay, you're gonna tell your parents to watch it, or?
Nah, I think my parents are. My dad only likes westerns. He only likes John Wayne stuff.
Oh, John Wayne. Yeah, my dad did too. He loves him. Roger, what do you think? Play or pass on
Well, it's my movie, so it's a play for me.
A play for the old Raj, man. The Beach, what are you thinking about the 4:30 movie? You giving this mug a play or a pass?
I'm giving it a play.
Look at you giving it a play. All right, give that there. And Eddie, what you thinking? Play or pass for 4:30 movie?
I give it a play.
And a play for you. And Mr. Alban, play or pass?
Play for me.
Play
for me.
And I give it a play. Definitely, I can find people that I could recommend this to if they fall into the correct the correct age. I see Mike. I got your votes. Looking through, I got everybody else's votes that voted prior. Jason gave it a play. And oh my God, the trunk of the car. we had a van, and we would like get in the back of the van when we did the drive-in and like throw your blanket over the top of you so they couldn't see you.
Oh, wait a second. Like, Andrew, have you ever seen a drive-in?
Not a chance. Not a chance.
A drive-in movie.
Yeah,
exactly.
A drive-in theater.
Oh, drive-in. No.
Wow.
No.
That's a shame.
Hey,
the first time I had seen a drive-in movie it wasn't an actual drive-in movie, but it was in the movie. The actual drive-in movie.
Hey, Andrew, another question. Hey, did you still have matinees for kids in the UK on Saturday?
What's a matinee?
Matinee. The theaters opened up for kids. All the kids
in the afternoon.
Yeah, I used to do that when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I don't know if they still do it now.
You still have them?
Not a clue. I don't know.
Did he still have the girls walking around selling you the drinks and the crisp and everything like that?
No, you got all that beforehand.
No, we got that. We had that in our day, though.
My guys, my daughter and my partner have just been to see that new Wicked.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We've literally just got back.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I can't. I'm looking forward to it. I've seen the musical, and I actually the musical was really good. I was like, holy shit!
I actually, because oh my God, that came out, and I've had 6 people request, can you get it on your platform? Like, it just came out 4 freaking days ago. You know? Well, can you get it? Can you get it? I already saw it in the theater. I want to see it again. I'm like, go back to the theater.
I've been hearing the same thing too, Dave.
So it's like I found some Telesync copies that where the video is great. What really is weird is the video is great. When they're singing, the audio is pretty good. But when they're not singing, the audio's clearly recorded on a cell phone inside the theater. So I haven't been able to find a good.
Nothing ruins a movie more than bad sound like that. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm not ruining a movie like that.
It was horrible. But I mean, just to see if I could find something that was decent. I mean, so I was watching these, and it held me. And I am not a fan of musicals because 90% of the time the music sucks in them. But when I saw this, when it comes out, I would definitely watch it.
A lot of people are saying about Wicked that people are doing a lot of sing-alongs in the theaters, along with the movie.
I've seen people getting pissed about that, and they're also making kids. Well, a certain chain, which I can't remember which one, of theaters, is not letting them wear green makeup in the theaters. They're making them
I think it's AMC.
Could be.
I mean, that's part of it. It's creating something. So again, I went to and saw the play, the musical, and I was blown away how good it was when I saw it live. I'm like, holy shit. So this coming out now, I definitely is something that I'm definitely gonna watch when it comes out. So let's hold on because let's finish the 4:30 movie vote. I gotta get Alban. Then we'll open the floor where we'll talk about all kinds of TV shows or movies or this, that. Alban, what do we have in our
9-1?
9-1. Okay, so with the votes that we have in here, plus the votes that you have there in Telegram.
I thought you guys would like it.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Wait, who won this week? Andrew, right?
Andrew.
Oh yes. I won't take any blame if it's not good because I have not seen it.
I love
You
it.
haven't seen it?
You know,
oh no.
You know what happened when I picked The Crow? I hadn't seen it. Look what happened to that.
That's it.
Did you at least watch the trailer?
I watched the trailer, yeah.
Okay, and you liked it from the trailer.
Oh
God.
I thought it might be interesting. We'll see.
Okay.
It could be totally boring. We don't know.
Oh yeah, Flash Gordon.
One thing we do know, it's not going to be worse than The Crow.
On a Crow purely belter scale, where does it lay?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like in the middle.
Okay. All right. So, and what is it that we have?
It's got Michael Keaton in it.
Goodrich.
Really?
Goodrich.
Michael Keaton?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's in it. Hold on a second. Let's pull it up here. I've seen it listed as trending, but I have not watched it. This one right here. This is it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I did see this trending.
Yeah, it's trending. So yeah, I haven't watched it either. So hey, give it a try. Good. I like a new movie. Take a chance. I like it. Good choice.
I love
Andrew.
I love Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I chose it.
Okay. Hey, but this part of the show, we talk about all kinds of stuff. So the floor's open for shows and movies.
Before you jump to that,
okay.
Let everyone know we're gonna watch this on Thursday. This week, the Goodrich, but on Monday, we have
Landman.
We have Landman.
Episode 2 of Landman.
Episode 2. Just want to remind everyone.
Yep. So if you have an Oculus, please join us.
Yeah. Yep.
Nothing better than big screen.
Be, going out getting an Oculus this weekend, because it's Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Grab one because you'll really have a ball with us.
Or buy one off Facebook. Buy it.
Yeah,
you
for
can get
$100 a quarter.
Someone's selling it because they're going to
a.
I mean, I'd like to get a 3, but I'm not willing to fork out that money for.
I'm not that money yet.
Like, I got a computer to build. So this is the part we'll open it up the floor to any conversation to talk about some TV shows or some movies that people to check out or to avoid. It's cool if you watch something that is totally horrible. Let us know that too, because we want to know.
I just want to start up with one. Dave, you said that you didn't like Conclave. You said
correct.
You jumped out. abruptly? You jumped out of it,
No. I watched the whole thing.
and you
Yeah.
really didn't like it. I watched it today because I said, okay, I gotta watch this movie. I know it's gonna suck, and because Dave said it sucks, but I liked it, and I know I like a lot of movies, but
Understatement.
I really did like this. I wasn't expecting that left turn that the movie took all of a sudden.
Yeah, the last. I mean, what is 2.5 hours long,
Right.
and at the freaking last
I didn't know it
15
was that
minutes,
long.
they do that freaking
They
crying
completely
game ending.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, and it was. So I thought it was pretty good. They got me. They got me. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean, Roger.
It was your time that you're
Roger. If you have not watched Landman yet, Roger,
I'm going
there's
to
a
watch
girl in there. There, okay. Just watch the first episode so you can watch the second episode with us on Monday night.
That's what I'm gonna do.
The blonde girl in there is so your type.
Yeah. I noticed.
Crackhead.
I don't discriminate.
Yeah.
What shape do you like? Crackhead shape.
I do.
Meth head shape.
Yeah. So they totally your type.
The first 15 minutes of Landman dragged me right into it. I couldn't wait to get into the second episode and the third episode.
Landman is.
Oh yeah.
That Billy Bob Thornton. I mean, he's in it, and Billy Bob. I'm sorry, he's one of those actors that I don't think he picks that many bad movies or shows or stuff.
No,
I mean, and when he does a fabulous job whenever he does a role, and like you said, we watched that episode 1. Oh, I'm watching it, and we'll be watching it. Like again, we said Monday at 6 p.m. in big screen. But if you don't, definitely watch it. It's worth your time. It's worth your time. I was going to mention I finally have started working my way, and we're almost to the end of Yellowstone.
Okay,
or almost caught up. And okay, it's it took me a little while because I had jumped off of it. We were waiting, and I did have to go all the way back to episode 1 of this last season because it was a mid-season thing. I had to go back to episode 1 because I couldn't remember. Been 2 fucking years. It was like 2022 is when they did the first half of the season. So I'm enjoying it. It's fun to watch. It's a ride.
There's a TV series or a movie. I think it's 1992. Is it out yet?
92. That was a movie.
92. Yeah, it's a movie, isn't it?
I watched it already.
And
this one. Yes, it's a movie. It's like in South Central.
I didn't watch it yet. Yeah, I didn't watch that one yet.
Yeah.
Did you like it, Dabs?
It was all right.
Yeah.
I gave it a 6, 5.5, 6. I mean, I didn't request my time back that I spent watching it.
Okay.
But it was all right.
I don't recognize that guy. Who is that?
He's an actor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyrese Gibson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah.
He was in something else that I put on my list to watch. Can't remember.
He looks different with a beard.
Mm-hmm.
What about Crash? Anybody?
Is that really him?
Crash?
No, Cross. Excuse me.
Cross. Oh, I was like, I don't remember. I know the wife watched that. Yeah, and I did see. Damn it, I watched quite a few episodes. Yeah, I mean, it's those cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't watching that.
It's a cop show, and she liked it. I was kind of like, wasn't a fan.
Are they arresting other cops?
Well, that and it's just I don't know. It just felt so overacted and just felt bloated in a lot of ways of what they were trying to do. And he's so so smart and figuring out stuff. And the wife, she's this has got to do with the book series. I can't remember. Shit, she told me it was one of those cop series things. And she's like, "Hey, you're supposed to be really intelligent," and this. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't like these kind of shows. So I watched bits and pieces of them, and I was glad when she was done with it. I don't have to come in the room and see it on there. Like, oh, finally you're over that show. I'm trying to. Been watching From, and I'm all caught up on that, and that's basically it's the modern day Lost.
Yeah.
It's just to put a label on it.
What about Silo?
I'm liking Silo. It's a weird one.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, it's weirder in the second season than the first.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It expands. So there's a lot to think about in this. So I'm enjoying it. We're moving through. It's on our trending widget of. I shouldn't say trending. It's on our next episodes. So whenever a new episode drops, we pull it up.
I've been watching the rest of Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah.
It must be like because it's in the last season, isn't it? I believe. Is season 6 the last? It must be like in a mid-season break or something because I watched all 10 episodes.
Then you're done, Andrew. They just released the last half a dozen. I think.
Really, because the way the last episode ended, it didn't seem like that was the end.
Yeah, I haven't watched the last 5 episodes yet, so I'm not sure. But yeah,
it definitely doesn't seem like it's finished. Not the way it ended. I don't know. I just thought it was like on a mid-season break or something, and they were going to do like another 10 episodes. But I guess it just.
Oh, there's 5 more to come. You're right, Andrew. There's 5 more episodes.
All right, I was totally confused because I was like, "There's no way that's the end."
Okay, yeah, there's 5 more to come in February.
That's all right.
At least it's only February. They're making you wait forever.
We've got Squid Game 2 coming up soon. I'll watch that.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing about with Squid Game, when you have Squid Game 2, I think it's going to fall really short because people like Squid Game because it was something you'd never seen. The show was unique.
No, but listen, those when you look at those shows, you don't normally watch those Korean type shows. Mm-hmm. They come back with a second season just as good as the first. It's not like how the writers are here in the States. They write completely
dogging out our damn
listen,
US writers.
When you have to because come on, they can't even think up of a movie to make. Okay, really. Just if you were to watch what
do you mean? All the good ideas are out there, so we just got to remake what they already did.
No.
Lioness.
Yes, yeah. That's on my list to watch.
Yeah, it's good.
Did
you watch the first season?
No.
Did you watch the first season, Todd?
Well, the first season
it slipped by me. I didn't. Just I've been hearing a lot about it, so it's on our list. We just we got to finish some other shows because I so we got to.
That's
finish
why you have
this stuff before we start new ones.
You have to mix it up.
I get confused. I'm old. My brain ain't real good.
You're not that old.
In my brain, you get me too many shows. Next thing you know, I'm all confused.
Because the two of you were messing with the K app for so long, you weren't thinking about like what normal people were doing when it came to watching shows. You only watch one show at a time. You watch it and then you'll see it next week.
Let's go on the ultimate Oculus binge and watch one episode a week of The Simpsons, starting from episode 1.
I'd be down for that.
God,
I'd rather do it with American Dad.
Get
I'd rather do it with American Dad because that is funny.
I say we what we do is we start with The Simpsons and we see the last one to take their headset off wins.
Holy shit! Honestly, there's gonna be. I know everyone keeps saying it's finished, but people are gonna be like, "Oh gosh, can't believe The Simpsons is finishing." But when it actually does, how long do you think it's gonna go on for? What's it in now?
They just lost another
season 36.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cartwright,
the one that plays Millhouse.
Was it Cartwright that left? No,
it's the one that plays Millhouse.
Millhouse, but yeah,
I thought
the one that says Millhouse.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, well, I don't think it was Nancy Cartwright. She's been doing this for forever because she's still doing a lot of other work. You know, I don't know how she fits it all in. If you ever, get a chance to check her out, Nancy Cartwright, she's just incredible with the voices that she does. She really is.
Okay, I mean, I The Simpsons is a great show, but I don't know how much. I do think we should. That should be that's a challenge.
No.
You put the Oculus on, last one to take your headset off. I can't take no more.
If we're doing cartoons, I think we should do King of the Hill.
King of the Hill is great.
King of the Hill.
But I really like American Dad. American Dad and what's that other one there?
South Park.
Family Guy.
South Park, thank you.
Oh, South Park.
That's a good watch.
I love South Park. I never miss South Park.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Rick and Morty guy.
I've never seen an episode of it.
Me neither.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, there's a lot of innuendos on that show.
It's so good. You would enjoy it.
Yeah, the sarcasm is heavy in that show. You'd love it. I think, Roger, that's right up your alley.
Oh, how about the other one there? The one with Stewie.
Family Guy? Yeah.
Family Guy. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So do I.
Well, Tulsa King, that's another one I got to catch up.
The
newest season.
Okay.
I watched season 1. I just haven't started season 2 yet.
I'm about 2 or 3 episodes behind on season 2 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm an episode or 2 behind also.
That's a great show too. I mean, Sylvester Stallone made for this part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think he's 69.
69. Okay. All right.
You mean I'm old enough to be your dad, Andrew?
Wait a minute. He's born in 55.
Is that 55? Okay. We're 67.
So no, he'll be
12 years older. So
maybe.
That's 69. That's 69.
69.
Yeah, he'll be 70 this year.
Yeah, he's really big into like John Wayne. I used to always buy him John Wayne VHS and then John Wayne DVDs. And he used to always keep it in the wrapper. He used to always keep it in the wrapper. You never ever watched the DVDs because they were always on they were always on normal TV. I'd go over to his house sometimes and he'd be like watching a black and white war movie.
Oh yeah.
And this is like when I was younger, so I was like, oh God, I'm not sitting watching a black and white war movie. I think probably would enjoy it now.
Yeah.
This is Blue wants to watch this. The wife wants to watch this. And I said,
Oh, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch it.
What's that say?
Interior Chinatown.
Yeah,
what is it?
It's that Asian kid from Silicon Valley.
Okay.
Him.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Well, what guys me sad, there's only 3 episodes left of What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, me too, Dave. I'm sad about that too. It's been funny this year. It's funny every year. It's a funny damn show.
Yeah, I just that's another one. I'm really gonna miss when it's gone because I mean, every year I could count on Curb Your Enthusiasm, What We Do in the Shadows to give me laughs.
Yeah.
I tried watching that new show, St. Dennis.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
like it. It's hard to watch.
I
It
gave
is kinda
10
hard to
minutes
watch.
and that was it. I hate just talking to the camera. You know,
Well,
Yeah.
I don't mind that
Yeah,
because
definitely.
I like the mockumentary. What is that sound?
Who is that?
ain't me.
Ain't me.
Me.
What's that?
That
It was
noise.
like a loud thumping sound, like somebody's beating a giant drum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bass. It's like house music.
Oh,
in the
wait a
background.
minute.
That was you?
There it is.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah,
Andrew,
that's you. Yeah.
your
Oh,
dad's
I've got the
not.
dryer.
Your
I'll go
dad.
turn the dryer off.
No, your dad knocking at the door.
Wanting some John Wayne. Son,
Nice
find
and
me
good.
some John Wayne to watch.
Yep. Let me put him on my thing, you know. There's
Has
some,
anybody noticed that the movies that are upcoming in the next month kind of seem to suck right
Yeah.
now?
everything that comes sucks.
Well,
You
I'm
know,
looking forward to Gladiator whenever I can.
Gladiator might be good. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
I didn't
I think
mind
it's
it.
decent.
Did you go
Oh.
see it, Dave?
No, I found a really good telesync on it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Red One's gonna bomb.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I saw that it's struggling.
Even though it got its inspiration from fucking what you call it? Of what was that big movie? It came out at the same time as Barbie.
Oh, Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Did you see that interview with The Rock? And
I did not.
he said he was watching Oppenheimer and he was like inspired him. Like that's what he wanted for this movie, this fucking Santa Claus movie.
Huh.
Is he trying to put it on a par with bloody Oppenheimer?
Hit Rock's an idiot.
There
But
was
one actor might be good though. He's
another
good at
movie.
these kids movies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There was
This
a
Moana
movie
really good.
Could you take a look in Todd at Elevation?
Yep, right here. I watched the preview on it.
Yeah, so did I, and I said, yeah, I want to watch that.
But
I don't know
to
if I'll
me,
watch
the
it tonight.
trailer gives up so much.
Yeah.
I felt like it gives up I mean, you already know what the whole thing's going to be about. I mean,
Well-
it gives out way too much information. And I mean,
I don't watch trailers. That's why.
so
I
I
agree.
watched it, and both the wife's like, why they give that much information? They
Okay, it's
show
modern-
that many scenes.
Just the modern day cliffhanger.
Well, no, it's basically like aliens come and they can't go monsters of I'll say
Higher.
monsters. Monsters
Yeah.
can't go above 8,000 feet. So anything people can
Oh.
live above 8,000 feet,
8,000
which that
feet.
means high up in the mountains. But when they come lower, the monsters are all there, and they're gonna have to go and kill these monsters below 8,000 feet because you got to get. And then you actually see the monsters. I mean, there's like. So again, it's like I already know what they look like. They're running around four legs. They look like they got like tentacles hanging off of them, and they got like where they can grab you with these tentacles because you see people getting ripped through the walls and stuff. It's like you've done spoiled the movie because you showed me all this. I'll still watch it.
That Alien Earth looks like it's going to be good. The TV show.
Oh. There was another movie. I don't know, Dave, if you saw it yet, because it's a documentary. Child Star. Dave, did you even hear of it? No.
Yeah.
It's new when it just came out.
No. The last good documentary I saw was the John Williams one.
Yeah, I want to watch that too. Another one.
I mean, if Kneecap ever gets picked right now, I put that on the wheel because there's nothing worth out there. I've watched so many dogs.
I know all the movies suck.
Yeah.
Well, I'm waiting for a movie to come out. It's called Mayday with Ryan Reynolds. I want to know if it sucks.
I don't know. We all watched Wild Robot. We liked it. We liked Deadpool.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. But there's nothing left to pick from it.
How about Get Fast is another one that just came out, and Never Let Go with Halle Berry.
Did you start Dune yet, Aubin?
No, I didn't. No, I wanted to, but I've just been so busy.
This no, look at the poster on that. That even looks stupid.
Yeah,
even looks stupid to you. What is it giving the rating there? What's the rating? 6.5.
But it just released.
6.5? Okay, so 6.5 is enough for the
it'll make the wheel.
Make the
no,
list.
but look at that. Look at that. Look at the poster. It just looks stupid.
You can't just keep judging movies by their poster. So who's in it?
Lou Diamond Phillips. I saw that.
Okay.
Oh, that's a kiss of death.
No, come on. Lou Diamond, baby. Lou Diamond.
He hasn't been good since La Bamba.
La Bamba.
Wind Talkers.
Yeah, Wind Talkers.
Wind Talkers, he was good in. Yeah, I agree there.
So, yeah, that's gonna be.
Jason says heretic, or whatever. The one with Hugh Grant.
Have you guys looked at that one, Joy?
Heretic. Heretic.
Joy.
I think I've seen that Heretic.
Joy's the one with the artificial baby or something, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that one looks good.
This looks good.
Hugh Grant?
Maybe I hadn't seen this. Maybe that.
It's like a thriller.
Which one is that? I can't read it.
It's Hugh Grant. It's like two Jehovah's Witnesses knock on his door and like he invites them in to talk about whatever, and then like he's basically
kills them.
Yeah, he's basically
it goes bad after that. Well, see if they're part of that 660,000.
Oh, looks like Topher Grace is in it.
This is an interesting role for him to play, considering he's usually just plays romantic comedies.
Yeah.
This could be his 7.
Could be.
Was a good movie.
All right, we're gonna go. We're hold on. We're getting past 7. So I was gonna. We'll talk about the sports for the weekend, and then we're gonna be heading out of here.
No UFC.
Nope.
There's no UFC this weekend. No, it's Thanksgiving.
That's true.
Boys gotta cheat and eat.
Yep.
You know.
Okay.
Is there football tonight? Well, there's no other game than football
Not tonight.
Besides that one, early one today, right?
There's
college football going on right now.
There's real football on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It's true.
You know the game where they actually kick the ball with their foot. That's why it's called football.
They do that. They do that
Let me tell you,
in the States too.
Andrew, every Saturday morning, my routine is I get up and at 10 o'clock in the morning, I turn on one screen. I have College Game Day on ESPN, which is talking about college American football. Then I have on the other screen the Wrexham game.
Yeah.
Oh, Wrexham's all over America, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I just for me watching the TV show, every Saturday morning I turn on and I watch Wrexham play. So,
and they're doing well.
Yeah, they are. So I mean, hey, it has me actually watching soccer.
Hey, they're only 2 leagues. They're only 2 leagues below my team. They're doing well.
Oh, who's your team?
Newcastle United.
I would have to guess Andrew was a Newcastle guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Black and white.
Yeah.
Black and white.
And who's your arch enemy? Manchester United.
I'm Manchester United.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, first of all, I was Bolton Wanderers. Now I'm Manchester United.
God, you went from worst to worst there.
Yeah.
Should have stuck with Bolton Wanderers.
Thanks.
One other movie, quick guys, that I forgot about. That movie Here. the one with Tom Hanks and Robin Wright.
Yeah, is that any good? Anybody watched it yet?
I didn't watch it yet. No,
No.
but that looks like it's going to be good. They did it all with one camera and only shooting one shot. So like everyone would come in.
Was that the one? Was that? Did I say that on your Plex or somebody's?
It might be on mine.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Here.
HERE.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks and Robin
Yeah.
Wright.
Yeah, I think I almost chose that as my choice.
Yeah.
I was looking at that.
Yeah.
That one looks pretty good.
I think they do a lot of age reduction stuff in it.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it because I know that's the way Tom Hanks wants to go. He's the one that's saying, I want it to be able to do AI. I want my face to be out there forever. You know?
As long as he gets a cut, what does he care?
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. He wants a cut and he wants to be able to do it.
More power to him.
Yeah.
All right,
so let's go ahead and crank her out of here. We're at a little after. So, anything you got to say, Dave, Mr. Beach, before we head?
No, and hopefully there's not a midweek show next week.
Yeah, hopefully not. No.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Making you guys work too hard. All right, Roger.
Not much to say. Like, subscribe, and share as always. And we'll see you next week.
100%. Mr. Andrew.
If you want to keep updated with anything RD, this is the channel to be at. So you need to subscribe and hit the notifications bell, as they say, because obviously if anything does happen, anything new does happen, or any new update, Todd will be all over it. This is his bread and butter. He knows what he's talking about. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, and then you'll keep up to date, and you'll be in the loop, and you'll know what the crack is.
And think about it. The reason the show is here is because of the man down below me right there.
Yeah.
Him and I, we talked about this, and this is why the show got made, is him saying, you know what, we need to have a show. We talked about it, and look at
Do you know what I think about it?
How many years later?
When I think about it, really, you and me are the reason URL Resolve's still going, because we bug people to fix them shit.
Yes,
so
we
I'm
did.
going to take credit for all the development that's went on in URL Resolve.
Yeah, we were begging on anybody to take that over when was it Jay Sergio quit? Remember when he quit and it was like going to be the end of the world. Eddie.
Good show. At least, like you said, I don't have to reserve next Tuesday's show, right? Because there ain't going to be one, right? You never know.
Saying.
Well, like Dabs, I get up early in the morning so you can let me know.
Oh, I'll try to let you know. All right. Aubin.
Don't get up early on, but one other quick movie, Saturday night. Did Roger? Did you even watch it?
I have
Saturday
not yet. I'm going to watch it though.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. You did? How was it?
Yeah, I watched it.
How was it? Any good or not?
Yeah, it was all right.
It's all right. Okay.
Yeah.
All
We're
right,
a tough
everybody.
crowd.
Thanks. I know. I'm telling you. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you next week. The movie is what again?
Goodrich.
Goodrich. And we'll see you then. All right.
Yep. And again, thanks for everyone tuning in. Please jump into the links down below or to stay informed. And we'll do our best to give you the information to try to keep you streaming as smooth as possible. And we're out of here.
Curtains falling on the screen. Hope you laughed and learned a bit. Have some fun and skip routine. Time to close this crazy shit. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time to say goodbye. Through the streams and download set. But now it's time for us to fly. information, picked up tips and tricks to enjoy. But now we leave this online station. It's time to pack up every toy. Thanks for tuning in, my friends, but it's time for us to fly through the streams and download set. You can kiss my ass goodbye.